it takes place on Christmas Day. There's a lot of Christmas trees, there's Christmas music, so my vote is yes.
I love these kind of movies, bit of thriller, bit of Christmas. Do you know what it did you to carry on in the first place? Do you know what I mean? Because you must see different roles and different scripts. What was it about this that grabbed you?
Absolutely. I remember vividly, I was in my car in LA. Purple Hearts had just come out, and I just read the plot points. And it was, thriller that takes place on LAX on Christmas Day, starring Taran Egerton and Jason Bateman, and I was hooked. And I remember reading the script, and I just couldn't stop turning the pages because once the movie gets going, it does not stop. And it's so exciting and so thrilling, but also so humorous while also being so terrifying at the same time. And I loved Nora's character. I loved how she was fearless and brave. And even though, the whole plot revolves around her life being at risk, I never felt like she was a damsel in distress because enough action movies have been made where women are at the mercy of men, and I didn't want to do that again. Um,
Yeah.
and I was just so excited by the cast, the concept, the producers, the team, and it was a thrill to be a part of.
Yeah, it's a great character. And as you say, Taron is opposite you as your other half in the movie. So I was wondering, what's he like to work with then? Did you know him at all from before? 'Cause sometimes with actors, they go, oh, I know him from back in the day.
Yeah.
Had you met him before?
I had never met Taran before, but I was, of course, a fan of his work. I remember watching Kingsman many years ago and thinking, my God, who is this kid? And then Rocket Man, where he blew the whole world away. So I had never worked together with him, but we had pretty instant acting chemistry. I remember we had our chemistry read in LA together, and pretty instantly, it's like we kind of each sunk into Nora and Ethan and kind of became these two couples, sorry, this couple, and it was pretty effortless, which was a really cool feeling. And it
Brilliant.
was great to work with. He's such a talented actor and such a studied, theater actor. So it's who you work with is so telling, and it's so critical to your performance because you really bounce off of each other. So to be able to work with an actor of that caliber was really exciting.
Of course. I mean, there's a lot of debate. As I say, I love this movie, and I love these kind of movies where you've got like an amazing thriller going on and action, but you've also got Christmas in the background. Die
Yeah.
Hard comes to mind as one of my favorite. I'll be watching it again this Christmas. I
Yes.
mean, do you agree with people who say Die Hard is a Christmas movie? Because in Ireland, I think it happens around the world. The debate happens every year, and I think this is going to have the same debate as to whether this is a Christmas movie or whether it's an action movie. Do you know
I
what I
think it's
mean?
most definitely going to have the same debate. I think it's both, and I think it's whatever you want it to be. I think what matters is as long as people watch this film and love it and are entertained, then we did our jobs. But I love that there is such a debate around it too. It's really fun and kind of exciting. But we're definitely going to hear a lot of debate about if Carry On is a Christmas movie or not. But it takes place on Christmas Day. There's a lot of Christmas trees, there's Christmas music, so my vote is yes.
I mean, I love you must be one of the busiest people in the world because I know you're a singer as well. You used to sing a version of White Christmas with Andrea Bocelli, who I love. How did that come about? I mean, he's the best, dare I say. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not messing about.
It has been a dream of a lifetime since I was a young girl, first falling in love with music and listening to Andrea Bocelli's voice. And like you said, knowing that he is the greatest, one of the greatest vocalists in history, and whoever sang with him was a great. So I remember thinking that if ever I was lucky enough, that would be the day that all of my dreams come true. And I've lived that this year. And Andrea's team reached out to us, which was extraordinary and unbelievable. And I still can't fully wrap my head around it. And he first invited me to sing with him in his iconic concert in Tuscany celebrating 30 years of his career, and to be a part of his iconic duets album, and to sing the song that he chose, which is Moon River, sung by none other than Audrey Hepburn, who is my idol. So it was all just so extraordinary. And since then, we've performed many times together and have released two songs together. And I'll be joining him this Christmas for a few performances in Madison Square Garden, in Las Vegas, and Miami. And it's a dream come true and one of the greatest honors of my artistic career.
Wow, well, that's amazing. Enjoy those. Wow, wow, amazing. Get to carry on. I loved it. Great to talk to you,
Thank
Sophia.
you. Thank you so much.
And I remember when I was 8 years of age, we went to watch Casper in Navan, County Meath, Casper the movie, and we snuck in to watch Bad Boys instead.
That's hilarious. Oh, so from one bad boy to another.
Yes.
May I hear your groove?
Oh, it's so bad.
I want to hear it.
Hello.
I'm sorry, that's it. And I tried it on the way over as well. Because I knew I was going to not ask you to do it. I was going to ask about other people doing it.
I love that it's just the word hello.
I know.
How was your mom?
How's my mom? I love this. Look at this, the Irish accent coming out. She's great. She's down the road.
I've had to apologise to lots of people I know because they've sent me people who live in London, and if they live anywhere near a billboard, then I'm sort of haunting all of my friends, and that does feel like something you should apologise for up front. I wonder how long I will be stationed like outside their windows.
I have 2 words for it. And great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Every time I see you, you're more famous. You're, you know what I mean? You're like taking over the world. I mean, this time it's Croke Park.
This is like...
Was that on the rider list if I'm going to Dublin?
I was like, I'll only do a junket if it's in Croke Park. They tried to do the Aviva and I was like, there's no hope in that.
I need to talk to you about you making me famous in Ireland.
How did I do this?
So I was on my first ever red carpet in London, flew over from Dublin, and you took me out of the red carpet and you said, "You remind me of me when I was younger."
You look like a young Jack Black. Has anyone ever told you that? Turn the camera around on this guy. Did anyone
Need a photo of you together.
It's my British doppelganger. Is anyone getting this?
Yeah,
Crossy and Jack. Brand new movie. It's a crime-fighting duo.
I have to say Ari is the person that made me laugh the most. She does it so easily.
Her impressions.
Spot on. Completely spot on.
Did she try and take you on?
Oh, she does. She has, and she's done it really well. She has, and she's done it beautifully. I think it's like wonderful.
Feel okay in cursing as well. I've never watched a movie and felt so related to it in my whole life.
So seen. I've never felt so seen in my fucking life.
Yeah, I have family in the north end and the south. So.
Oh, amazing. Well, look, it's a deal.
Yeah, I want the Avoca fruit and seeded bread.
The Avoca Gardens,
The bread is like £6.
amazing.
It's amazing.
He used to probably introduce Home and Away in RTE in Ireland back in the day when you were on it. So that was his job.
He did not tell me that. I'm disappointed.
I sent you a picture, didn't I?
Yeah.
First fitting in my new jacket.
And I was still doing press for season 2 in LA. And Luke sent me a picture. I was like, he looks gorgeous. I was like, all right. And it's so funny, the costume department, I don't think they said this to me. Dougie said to me, "We're making him sexy for you." And I was like, all right, Dougie. He literally said those words, "We're making him sexy for you." And it's like,
oh, wow.
Okay.
At Valentine's Day, right? I don't even know if you can show this or whatever. And my daughter is in a shop with my husband. I was told this today. Yeah, sure, do that face until you hear the story. She goes up to a card and she goes, "This is perfect for Mummy." It's a picture of Timothy, who she thought was her dad, because it looks like my husband. And it says, "Will you Wonka my Willy?"
I'm love this. That's brilliant. That's humour. See, the humour's gone from you to her.
But she doesn't get it. She's like, "Oh, it's Willy Wonka. Will you Wonka my Willy, Dad?" She's like, "No."
I think we would have to remember each other like we're dead to each other.
These are both going into Big Brother now.
Separately. All right. Well. I don't know.
It was my first day on set, and Antonio was there, and I was so nervous.
Really?
Oh God, it was awful because it was the big final scene was my first day, and so there's the Brown family, there's Julie Walters, there's Antonio Banderas.
No, but she was nervous because it was a big scene, not because of me. I was nervous because of her. Yeah, because I'm sorry. It's very cheesy to say these things on television because it seems like we are just sending beautiful things to each other. And I am a huge admirer of your work. I'm serious. I'm serious. So I am the one who was nervous there. I am the one who was nervous. Oh yeah, believe me.
No, but it feels like it's not a million miles away. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I got to do it enough. I did enough laps as Oz that if I just saw a hairpiece again, it would all come back.
Glenn, I'm looking at you because God love you. Every girl and gay in the world is commenting.
Every girl and gay. Wow. That's the beginning of a beautiful nursery rhyme. Thank you so much.
Are you a Swiftie? Is Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Is this like? Are you a Swiftie in real life?
I would say, yeah. I mean, look, there are some extreme Swifties, and I won't claim the kind of expertise that others have, but yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh my God, the Guinness in Devonshire it's Ireland.
Top-notch.
It's basically Ireland.
Well, I'm not such a beer drinker. Are you a beer? Have you not split the G?
Yeah, it's split the G. You
Split the gin.
Split
the G. Split the G. With your first gulp, you have to try and split the G of the Guinness on the side of the pint glass.
That's what you need to do tonight, lads.
I want to do it. I want to do it. I'm ready.